Listen, protect your credit at all costs. When it comes to this credit restoration journey, it's a lot of different things that are going on, and it's important that you are equipped so you know how to take your credit to the next level. And what I'm going to give you today is something that you can apply within 24 hours that can help you take your credit to the next level. Even though the CFPB is experiencing budget cuts, basically, the CFPB has been that watchdog that has helped a lot of consumers not be taken advantage of by these big entities and banks. Well, we have to fend for self. We're at a time now where we have to understand these nuances of what's going on so we can understand how to do for self, or at least position yourself with the right information or the right people that can help you along your credit restoration journey. And more than just the credit restoration journey, the credit protection and preservation of having good credit, because credit alone can save you tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on your purchasing as it relates to the things that you buy and you leverage your credit for. So what are we going to talk about? The CFPB's budget has been slashed by 70%. That's a big deal because they had a larger budget that allowed them to fight or go against these entities who have been robbing people blind, such as the banks overcharging for certain fees. And understanding that the banks overcharging for certain fees is robbing you of your wealth is one of the things that you really have to know exists, because if you don't know it exists, then you just treat the bank as if they're in power when you indeed give them power, and without you they're nothing. But if they're taking advantage of you and you don't know it, now they rob you blind. But if you know better, now you position yourself to keep more of your hard-earned money, but know what to do on a day-to-day basis. Let's dive in. So the U.S. House of Representatives has passed a budget package that reduces the CFPB's funding by 70%, a move that could significantly impair the agency's ability to protect consumers from financial abuses. This drastic cut threatens the CFPB's capacity to enforce regulations against predatory lending, credit reporting errors, and other financial malpractices. Let me know if you've noticed anything in particular on your credit restoration journey. Have you been noticing less things getting deleted, or are you having to take new strategies to apply more pressure to these entities that are doing predatory lending or continuously reporting errors? Let me know how things are going on your end, and if there's a way that we can help, then we would love to do so. So why this matters? Well, with the CFPB's diminished resources, consumers may face increased risks, including, but not limited to, delayed or inadequate responses to credit report disputes. Have you noticed that? I've noticed some bits of it from clients of ours, and what we have to do is lean heavily on code violations, using codes and statutes to your advantage. That way they are, understanding that, listen, this is backed by law, and if you're not applying or governing yourself accordingly, then this could lead to a lawsuit. So those are some things that we had to tweak along the journey, and we encourage you to do it as well. We've even provided videos of things that can help you apply the law as well. Another thing that it's an increased risk of is reduced oversight of financial institutions, potentially leading to more aggressive or unfair practices. See, if they know that they're less likely to be sued, do you think they're going to do you right or treat you better? And they know that there's not going to be any consequences for some of their actions? Absolutely not. It's a better chance of them doing you wrong when they know that they don't have somebody overseeing or watching what they may do, or potentially suing them because of how the CFPB has been reduced of some of its fundings. This is why the individual has to become their own watchdog and become powerful to understand it. Just something to think about. Another thing that may be increased is limited enforcement against scams and fraudulent activities that target consumers. So when these things happen, such as scams or fraudulent activities, the CFPB has been instrumental in that area as well. Well, since they know the CFPB has limitations now, then that can potentially go up. And as a result of it, the consumers are at a detriment because of it. They're at a disservice. They're not benefiting from it, and it could hinder or hurt your consumer report overall. So let's talk about some things that you can do immediately to safeguard your credit. Number one, obtain and review your credit report. It's important just so you can know what's on there, so you can know what doesn't need to be on there. And if something pops up that shouldn't be on there, you know how to address it. So here's the action that you can take. You can visit annualcreditreport.com to access your free credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And you can do this on an ongoing basis. It used to be just annual credit report, but you can do this on a weekly basis now, because they know that a lot of things are happening a lot faster, and a lot of things are being reported to credit a lot sooner than they once were. So annual well, it's not often enough. You can do it more often. And if you're really in the trenches of your credit restoration journey, then the more often you do it, the more things you're likely to catch. The things that you're likely to catch, the more likely you are to have those things deleted if you apply what I'm talking about and do the things that we share on this video. So why is this important? Well, identifying and addressing errors promptly is crucial, as I just mentioned, especially with potential delays in regulatory assistance. So if you spot it quick, you can drop it quick, you can delete it quick, or at least quicker than somebody who let it sit and stay around for months at a time. Number 2, dispute inaccuracies directly. So if you find errors, file disputes directly with the credit bureaus. Now, some people say do it online. There are ways you can do it online. So I kept it here for that reason, because I wanted to remember to speak on the online aspect. Typically, when you dispute things online, you're waiving some of your rights. The only way to protect some of those rights is to record the thing that you submitted online. That way you got some type of trail that shows, hey, this was disputed. The reason why many people waive some of their rights because they don't have any proof that it was submitted typically on their end and what it would dispute, how it was disputed. But when you at least have some type of record, now that can protect you. The primary number one way to go about disputing is using the mail and sending it certified, especially if you get a notarized, a notary public getting it notarized. But getting it certified is going to be key in order to the mailing process, which I still lean on heavily. I feel like mailing is the best because it creates the paper trail. When they received it based on you sending it certified, you can even do a return receipt. So you can also get that stub when they actually receive it. But that's going to be key and critical in this journey. But I just wanted to keep online on there so I can speak on it, because there's still so many people disputing things online because of the convenience of it. It's so convenient to dispute things online. I know people are going to continue to do it. So I wanted to talk about, if you do it, how to do it. So with the CFPB's reduced capacity, resolving issues directly with the bureaus becomes more critical because it's on you. It's not on the CFPB. It's on you. It's your responsibility to protect you and your household. Number 3, reduce credit utilization. And this is a big one, but it has a fast impact, especially when it comes to your score and knowing that banks are going to likely be taking advantage of the ability to charge more in fees. So if you know these banks are going to charge you with more fees, overcharge you with certain fees, whether it's, interest rates, whether it's credit card expenses, whether it's late fees, whether it's the overdraft fees, and they're going to charge you more and not be penalized, it's important for you to take your money back by getting your credit utilization down. So aim to get your credit card balances below 30%. Again, I kept that number here as I was typing it up because I know that's what most people think. 30% is cool, but 5% is better. And the homework that I want to give you, if you haven't already, is find out exactly what day they are reporting to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You want to find out. So whatever credit card you have, you say, hey, what day of the month do you report to the bureaus? They're going to give you a date. Let's say that date is the 29th. If they report on the 29th of every month, you want to make sure that your balance is as low as you can possibly get it for that month. If you can get it below 5%, excellent. Your credit will thank you. It'll boost your score up to 165 points per bureau, depending on your credit overall, your actual credit limit. It just varies based on a couple of different factors. If you can get it below 50%, say you had it maxed out and you can get it below 50%, excellent. That's better than keeping it at 90% utilization. Very important. So understanding how to keep your credit utilization low and when to keep your credit utilization low is key. Many people miss that. They think, I could just pay it by the due date. That's good, but it's not the best. The best is making sure that you have it down before they report, before they tell the main 3, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, what your balance is. You want to position yourself so that when they tell what your balance is, you show up in the best way possible. And the best way possible is 0 or less than 5%. Try it and come back to this video and let me know how it works for you. Now, when you pay it down, leave it that way for about 5 days, give or take, and see what happens. See if it can help you take your score to the next level and help you keep more of your interest, especially with these banks operating unlawfully. So lower utilization can positively impact your score, providing a buffer against potential financial challenges, as I stated. That being said, these are some things that you can do. Even though the CFPB budgets have been cut, you have power. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.